Incredibly, the night proved unproductive for all of the leading teams. Some of them caught fish, but they were just not big enough to make a change in the leaderboard. The dawn was calm, but the promised storm is on its way. The wind strengthened, the waves increased in size, and the fish started to feed, but not in the areas of the current leaders. New teams joined the hunt at the front of the pack, and the final day was to prove dramatic for the anglers of the World Carp Classic. Peg 22, a team from Poland, were the first call with a 21.6 kilogram fish. Shortly afterwards, it was the French in Peg 89 on the small island. They landed a 23.6, and then the Dutch in Peg 116 on the beach with another 23 kilo fish, this time 23.4. No one at the top is yet safe. I've got the tournament founder Ross Honey with me at the moment, and Ross, I've got to say, you know, I'm always a fan of the World Carp Classic, but this year it's just fantastic, isn't it? We've had everything and we're breaking records.
Absolutely, it's incredible. It really is the 20th anniversary of the event, Rob, and really just to see the weather conditions, which have been sunny. You know, people have been out on the beach and swimming, and now look at this. I mean, it's about as carp as you can get, and the big fish are coming out, and lots of them as well.
Well, that's 3 really big fish this morning, over 20 kilo in the space of 4 hours, and it's quite interesting because this side nothing was coming out at all, and then suddenly all those big fish have come on the end of the wind, haven't they?
Absolutely. I mean, it's been really interesting. I mean, up until now they've pretty much been in the bays, and a lot of the pegs that really haven't caught fish before have produced, and great to see that the excitement in terms of the leaderboard, and it's so unpredictable. There's some really big fish being caught from all different areas. I mean, the German team that are in second, they've dropped down, the French team moved up, and then there's a swing around there. There's big fish being caught here on the beach, the small island, and really everywhere now.
There's 12 hours left, so not a lot of time in a 112-hour event, but you know what? It's only 3 fish that matter here now. It's only those big 3, and there are plenty of people waiting to pounce for that top slot. This is going to be an amazing and incredibly tense finish, because we know already that most of the fish come out in the darkness. Normal service has resumed. Skies have cleared. Temperature is starting to drop for the night. The wind is gone. However, in some pegs, the weed is gone too. Get ready. This is going to be a bumpy ride. So let's have a quick recap on the scores and find out who is in the game. Well, obviously, in first place, Peg 76. Second, they need 1 fish of 22.1 kilos. Third and fourth, it's a very big ask for them. They need 2 very big fish. The guys in fifth place, Peg 113, 22.5 kilos for them will put them in the game. But there is a team just off the leaderboard in 7th place, Peg 89. They've got 2 fish so far for 47.8. They need 1 21.3 kilo fish. That will rocket them to the top. But of course, 1 or 2 big fish for anybody around this lake could put them right at the top. Well, you need 22.1, I think. And if you
22.1.
22.1 would be enough.
It's possible. I mean, this lake, dreams can be made or broken, this lake is, really. But I think at the moment we're really trying to concentrate on keeping second place more than first place, because there's a lot of teams behind us, and there's a lot of teams that could potentially pick up 50 kilo tonight. The island, there's 2 teams there, they could quite easily get 2 25 kilo fish.
Well, it's excitement here in Peg 50. We're out, it's the middle of the night, and a really big fish has been caught. It's just about to be dealt with now. It's been put on the scales once already. It went over 27 kilos, so we know it's a big one. The big boy scales are out. How big is it exactly? We don't know, but we'll soon find out. Is it going to be a record for the World Carp Classic? Axel Wacker caught 128.2 kilos from here a few years ago. He's held that record for a while. It's due to be broken, and tonight might well be the night.
We're still a bit speechless, so wonderful moment also to the 20th anniversary, and it's really a great feeling, amazing for us. Now, as we saw on the board, after many minutes, we recognize that it's his birth date, 29th of August, and it is 29.8. Really fantastic. We will see, the night will go on, and hopefully we got another one.
Last night, nearly there, top of the pile, being chased. How do you feel?
I think all of us are quite nervous at this stage. We know that there's a lot of teams in with a shot at this stage, and it can go any way. We're quite confident we could still catch a big one tonight still, but with this lake and the size of fish coming out at the moment, I think it's going to go down to the last minute.
So that's it, it's the end of the road, the final chapter in what has been an incredible story out here at Lac de Madine for the World Carp Classic. We're on our way out into the middle of the lake to the place that this event started nearly 112 hours ago. The rocket will be fired up at dawn, at sunrise, to show the event is finished. The big question now is who is the winner? Well, what I can tell you is that the leaderboard has changed overnight. Somebody has caught a fish that does make a difference to the top three. A fish of 16.8 kilograms to add to the 29.8 monster rocketed Jasmine Schuster and Rene Joker into third place. It wasn't the only change. As had been predicted, Peg 89, Frank Martel and Thomas Adonis landed their third fish at 18.6 kilos to overtake Muller and Freeland and steal second. But it looked like the first place belonged to the New Zealand team. However, there was drama yet to come. And that is it. It's over. The flare signifies the end of the competition as the sun just rises here at Lac de Madine. What an incredible event it's been. And now we make our way to the winner's peg. We'll talk about a twist in the tail. We thought it was all over. And the flare was just about to be fired. The rules of the competition are that if a fish is hooked before the end, they have 20 minutes to land it. So that's 20 minutes. And would you believe it, the call came through that the marshals watching the anglers on the lake, they said that there are 2 fish being played, and one of them is to one of the teams at the top of the leaderboard. It's the guys in Peg 89. They were absolutely nowhere yesterday, and then that wind came in, they caught a couple of fish, and we did make the prediction yesterday that if they have a big one, they could well take this title. Now, what happened? Well, they caught one last night. They caught a big one as well. It put them up into second, and they've just caught another one. They're playing it at the moment. We don't know how big it is. We're not sure exactly how big it has to be at the moment because we've got to find out what the other one is as well. And I've got to say that in all of the events that I've covered over the last 20 years, this is without any shadow of a doubt one of the most exciting finishes to a competition because the event has now ended, but we don't know who's won. It could potentially be 4 different teams. Steward's inquiry, results are provisional. Wow, what a finish to this World Carp Classic. As soon as we saw the fish lifted out of the boat and carried to the unhooking mat, we realised that it wasn't going to be big enough. It would not affect the results. Peg 89 hadn't done enough. That was it. We were on our way to see the New Zealanders. This is it, we have got the new champions with us. What an absolutely amazing performance that was, gentlemen. What can we say? A fairy tale come true.
I think it means a lot for us to win, but I think for the people in New Zealand and Australia, supporting us and everything we're going through at the moment, trying to battle, koi herpes virus. This whole thing just means so much more than just us winning for Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, it was a big disappointment this year. We got a team together that we knew we had a chance with our team, and if we stick to the plan, we had a plan from day one, and every day we just adapt to the plan and we kept it simple, and it was just amazing.
We had it, we lost it, we had it and we lost it, and then we had it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so too the presentation, and the first prize to be collected was the team award. For the second year running, it was won by Carp RS.
Carol Nickel, Jan Dedit and Hubert Costa. Come forward. You are the team event winners of the World Carp Classic 2018.
Next came the biggest fish of the tournament, and what a fish it was.
A new World Carp Classic record, 29.8 kilos. can really give one forward. Gentlemen, the new 12.5 Classic record holders for the biggest fish. It was amazing. It was spectacular. It was, when you saw that fish, it was amazing.
As well as the biggest fish, Austrians Jasmin Schuster and René Joker took third place overall. Second went to the Franco-Belgian team of Frank Martel and Thomas Adonis. And then, of course, the very popular winners. New Zealand had done it.
Thank you. It was just unbelievable.
The 2018 World